Hi, my name is Doug Rice, and I'm a tennis professional here at the Atlanta Club Tennis Center. I'm proud to say I'm coming up on 20 years teaching here at the Atlanta Club. Before coming to the Atlanta Club, I've either taught or been a head pro at the Manasquan River Yacht Club, New Shrewsbury Racket Club, and for the recreation departments of Wall, Manasquan, as well as Brielle. I graduated from Villanova University, where I studied education and communication arts, two fields I definitely still draw on the court to help teach, coach, and hopefully motivate the players on my court. I am USPTR certified at their professional levels in both adult development and 10 and under tennis. My background in tennis isn't like most pros. In fact, I started relatively late as a 12-year-old who, like a lot of the kids who come to learn tennis here, I was busy playing soccer, and lacrosse, and even ice hockey. True story, I got hooked on tennis by playing a lot of roller hockey on tennis courts in the public parks and constantly getting kicked off by tennis players. And I had no choice but to sit and wait, and watch, and I guess you could say my new sport obsession began there. Learning everything I could about the sport of tennis, not until I was a teenager, I think helped me better understand the sport as far as the tactics and strategies, mechanics, techniques, and I feel like that helps me convey it better to my students today. It's probably why I started teaching the sport right away. My first year teaching tennis was as a teenager, the summer after high school, and I never looked back. I'd say on the court, I'm a very energetic pro, very loud pro, as the people on the courts next to me can usually attest. I'd like to think I'm a very technical pro when it comes to stroke technique, and especially footwork. But my goal every time is to improve the students' entire game of tennis and to make sure they're enjoying it and loving the sport nearly half as much as I do. And I gotta say, as a teacher, I have proud moments every day. A lot of my students are weekly lessons, and every day I have a student whose forehand is better than it was last week, who has more spin on their second serve than they did last week, who maybe love the game a little more than they did last week. That's my job, that's my mission. I'm proud to say that a lot of my former students that I taught as kids, as 8, 9, and 10-year-olds, are now grown adults and actually tennis pros themselves. In fact, we have several tennis pros here on staff that are actually former students of mine. And you know, to succeed in tennis competitively, you have to have a lot of skill. But to succeed as a teacher on the tennis court, you have to have a lot of love for the game. And I would like to think I had something to do with that. I can honestly say that my obsession with the sport continues to this very day. And my only hope is that I can just pass on some of that passion to every player that steps onto my court. Here's the real reason I started playing tennis. Can't do this with a soccer ball.